Hello, how you doing? Welcome back to some more F1 Manager 2022 and another part of our McLaren career mode. I just want to say sorry, really, for not having many episodes out over recent weeks. F1 season is well back underway, and I'm hoping to have plenty more F1 Manager videos coming out over the next few weeks as we look to wrap up season 5 and potentially take McLaren to their first world title since 2008, which would be absolutely awesome. It's looking good at the moment, but we are leading the Constructors' Championship by 36 points, and the Drivers' Championship, Lando Norris is well ahead of Lewis Hamilton in that championship. He's been Mr. Consistent this season. He's picked up plenty of wins, and hopefully going forward we can continue to do that. So leave a like if you are enjoying, and of course subscribe for plenty more F1 Manager videos. But without further ado, let's get ourselves immersed into the action for today's episode. And yeah, first things first, we've got a dev point to give to Oscar Piastri. So we're going to improve his defending. He has had a better season than I thought he was going to have, put it that way. Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, he's picked up podiums, and at the start of the season he wasn't looking that way. But Lando Norris has won 5 races now. He's had 3 pole positions, a fastest lap, and 6 podiums. Oscar Piastri, 7 fastest laps for him, 4 podiums, and a pole position in there as well, which of course was the case last time out in Belgium. Right. Having a little look at the car parts in development. Side pods are under construction. I'm wondering if we have the latest. Yeah, we need to put that onto Oscar's car. I think everything else is fine. We're obviously researching towards next year at this point. But we are going to perhaps take some new engines at this Grand Prix. Stuff always seems to happen at the Dutch Grand Prix, so I think it's as good a time as any to take the pain.
It's another historic weekend of Formula One here at Zandvoort. The track has seen many unforgettable moments, like Gilles Villeneuve's 3-wheeled lap at the 1979 Dutch Grand Prix, which cost him victory. What excitement lies ahead this year? There's never a dull moment at Circuit Zandvoort. It's fast, very fast, with long straights and wide curves. But it also features 2 heavy banked corners, where aerodynamic improvements are sure to help our drivers. This is it. We're down to the last few races of the season, and it's time for that final push. Who will be crowned champion at the end of it all? We'll find out soon enough. Okay then, let's get to it.
Okay, it looks like it's going to rain in practice, but it's going to clear up for qualifying and the race, so let's get into Q1. Okay, armed with brand new engines and gearboxes in both cars, we are ready to get into Q1. Of course, that messes up potentially our chance of meeting qualifying objectives, that sort of thing. I think it's still worth getting out there, seeing what our true pace is. And messing up the race of other people. So we'll just do the 1 lap. We're not going to go above and beyond in these sessions, but you know, 1 lap, see how our pace actually is. Oscar Piastri purple in the first sector, which is what you'd expect. He's the first car through. Lando Norris goes through and beats that by 1/10 of a second or so. But Oscar's pace over 1 lap has been a lot closer to Lando's recently, so I'm expecting to see that happen again in this Grand Prix weekend. Yeah. Norris does go purple in the first 2 sectors now, and there's about 2/10 ahead of his teammate as things stand. But here comes Oscar Piastri. He's flying round up to the line. And what's he going to do? It's a 1:07.3. And here comes Lando Norris. That's a 1:07.1. Very good. About 1/10 in it in the end. But they'll come back to the pits now. And we'll see exactly where that has us up at the end of the session. You got Tsunoda, Bottas and Giovinazzi down there at the bottom. Magnussen has come out between us. It looks like maybe they've updated the AI runs here. I don't know. Are they going for their one and only run, or is everybody going to go out at the same time in the last session? I don't know. I don't know if they've fixed this. I know there has been an update. I've not really kept up to date with it, but Lando Norris quickest at the moment. Piastri there in 8th, but yeah, we're not gonna. Well, no, everybody else has gone out and not on used tyres, so wishful thinking maybe there, but
that is the end of the session.
Yes, we know that our guys are gonna finish up pretty much last, although there are a lot of guys with grid penalties actually. I mean, you look at this, you've got Max Verstappen, Ricciardo there, Leclerc, Zhou Guanyu as well, so there is the potential to start a little bit further up, you know, more like 14th and 15th, and the very back row, especially for somebody like Lando Norris. That could be something we're interested in. I think in session 2, I think we're just going to use some used tyres and see if we can get through on them. There's certainly not much wear on them, so that's what we're going to go for, and we'll see if in session 2 they can get through to session 3.
Radio check.
So we'll send them out right at the end,
Radio check.
so that they can get a bit of a tour. There you go, Porsche out there. Leclerc goes quickest at the moment. Porsche 4th, Ricciardo 3rd, Albon in 5th there. Sebastian Vettel currently in 2nd. Yeah, the AI definitely seem to be spreading their runs out a little bit further, but Ocon there, 13th. That's not great from him. And we'll see what we can do here. Piastri out in the thick of it, but Norris sort of not on the slipstream pace. But we'll see. We'll see where they get up to. Norris actually purple in the middle sector. Piastri's gone 5th. Excellent time from him. Here comes Lando Norris. He's going to come over the line. Is he going to take quickest time of the lot? Yes, he is. He is the man in form at the moment, and both of our drivers comfortably through to Q3. Going out in Q2 then, Ocon, Albon, Perez, Russell, and Zhou Guanyu. So yeah, Ocon looking quick round here. But annoyingly, most of the people that have penalties are, in fact, in the top 10 with us, so we can't really do any more. I mean, we can use the used tyres, see if that helps. We'll send them out on one run here.
Radio check, please, Lando.
I'm actually going to send them out virtually together.
Track should be green.
See if we can give Norris a bit of a slipstream, and we'll actually watch Lando on this lap. We've not watched a lap yet in this weekend. It's kind of the inevitability of knowing, even if you get fastest qualifier, you're not going to get you're not going to start on pole position at the very least. But you can see how much we're gaining from being this close to Piastri, so this is something to think about for the race. Of course, we're going to be following a lot of cars during those early parts of the race, and if we can get out of this weekend with 2 good points finishes, then we'll be very happy with that. Obviously, traditionally at this track, a lot has happened, a lot has gone down. There's been a lot of drama, and I'm expecting that to be the case again. Piastri actually slightly quicker than his teammate Lando Norris in that middle sector this time. And here we go then. Lando Norris following Piastri all the way up to the line. He's going to get a lovely tow across the finish line, and it's a 107.149, which is a very, very good time indeed. Ricciardo pops up into P2, as Piastri currently P3, and that's on the used tyres, remember. We can probably afford to use one more set of brand new tyres. I'm not going to need more than 2 sets for the race. So we might as well give it our all, especially now that Verstappen has gone ahead of us. We don't want that. Vettel currently on pole position, and I'm sure he will actually start the race in pole position as well. So Norris going out there. Sending Piastri out as well. And there they go. Norris actually has got a very, very nice person to be behind here on those brand new soft tyres, but Piastri following them. He'll be looking at staying right on Lando's gearbox, but obviously dirty air will affect us in the middle sector more than anything. So we come through. Oh, it's a purple first sector. That's what you want to see, innit? But it's this middle sector where Lando's just got to hang on. But you can see how much quicker he is than that Alpine. It's quite scary, actually. And it is a better middle sector. So 2 personal bests for Lando so far. One of them a best of everybody. So here he comes then round the final corner. He's right in the slipstream. He's going to get an almighty tow up to the start-finish line. And here he comes over the line. It's a 107 flat, which is enough for fastest qualifier. Piastri gets up to P8 in the end, but the top 10 separated by a quarter of a second. That is quite amazing, really. But yeah, it's going to take some sorting out with all of the penalties. Once they're applied, we will see who will be starting where on the grid tomorrow. But Lando Norris, once again, fastest qualifier of everybody. And he will be starting, presumably, around about 14th in tomorrow's race.
Here we are, folks. We're back for another day of scintillating F1 action. It's race day.
We had a magnificent display from McLaren here in qualifying, and they'll certainly be hoping to put in a dominant performance here today. Aston Martin did a good job during qualifying, and they're pretty much where everyone expected them to be on the grid. Now it's up to them to defy expectations during the race itself. And the race will be taking place under blue skies. That means the teams should be able to apply their strategies without any added complications.
So it's time for some fighting between the sand dunes, here at the Dutch Grand Prix.
Okay then, here we are ready for the Grand Prix. I am going to remember to put some sponsor stuff in there today, so position gain. They're actually starting in 19th and 20th by the looks of it, which means the other guys mustn't be on an engine penalty. So that's rather annoying. Yeah, Lando's car setup confidence is a lot lower than it should be, really. How annoying. What we can do is buy him his new gearbox. Yeah, I think he does need a new gear. Was it gear? I think it was gearbox. I mean, we've bought it now anyway, but yeah, I mean, both of them I think need a new gearbox, don't they? Yeah, that's fine. And we should actually use that, shouldn't we? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, just double checking that we have got 4 engines and 3 ERSs for both drivers. That looks good. Right, okay then, here we are, ready for the race. We are going to fill our full of fuel. Going to be trying to overtake from the start. Need to think about strategy, actually. I haven't even considered that yet. What are we doing in terms of strategy? I think a 2-stop is probably going to be the way to go, isn't it? But yeah, maybe an aggressive 2-stop. That doesn't actually look that good, but should be faster overall. So we're going to go for 2-stopper with Lando. We're going to actually go for the 1-stopper with Mr. Piastri and make him go long. That's good. Okay, right, here we are then, ready for the Grand Prix.
We have beautiful blue skies overhead as the drivers line up on the grid. And there's Lando Norris. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. And it's the other McLaren. They're in the back half of the pack, so they'll need to work hard if they want a podium finish. The race start is mere seconds away. Here we go. It's the Dutch Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Lights out, away we go then. Sebastian Vettel gets off the grid well. Kevin Magnussen is following in second, and he tries to go down the inside at the first turn, but Carlos Sainz is the one looking most rapid there at the front. He's on the soft tyres, and he whizzes round the side of Kevin Magnussen, and he's up into second place now. Very, very good from Carlos Sainz. We've got K-Mag in third, then Lewis Hamilton following those in fourth. We've got Ocon in fifth. Excellent start from him. And, well, Lando Norris down the order. He's already up to P17. He's right behind Valtteri Bottas. We are starting on the soft tyres, of course, with Lando Norris. He'll be looking to be aggressive from the start here and try and gain positions when and where he can. So here he goes. He is trying to get past Valtteri Bottas now.
That's it.
His old teammate, of course. And, well, thought about having a look down the inside. Didn't go for it in the end. But first lap done. Obviously a very narrow track. It makes it difficult for overtaking. But if you've got a good pace advantage, then you can take advantage of that, especially down these straights. And this could be a chance now for Lando Norris if he can get right into that slipstream with Valtteri Bottas. But no, stays where he is for now. Piastri, he's following Pierre Gasly in that Haas. But here comes Lando Norris round the bank and gets a better exit, but this is the thing, isn't it? These cars are so much slower than him. Remember, Lando was fastest qualifier yesterday. And now a chance to go right down the inside. What a move that is on Valtteri Bottas. And he is through. And it looks like Piastri's doing a similarly good job just behind.
Yeah, it was a good job.
Now using a little bit of overtake out of the corner. And he might well get past the AlphaTauri as well here. Very, very soon. I'm going to go back down to neutral for both drivers. Keep them on that for now. But we know that a safety car will probably be coming in this Grand Prix. We've just got to be ready and waiting for it.
DRS is enabled. DRS is enabled.
So Norris up to 16th after the first 2 laps. This is what we needed, to be honest. And what the problem might be is that because the field is so closely bunched, we may well find that just becomes a massive DRS train. Yeah, but we'll try our best. We'll still follow on board here. And you can see there's a little gap down the inside, potentially opening up for Lando at some point. We've got Piastri in there as well. So it's going to be our first bout of DRS in this Grand Prix. Here it goes, and he is trying to get out of that slipstream, but not going to happen. But now the AlphaTauri more than a second behind the car in front, so that's going to give us an opportunity down this main straight here. So Lando Norris, this is a great chance. He's following Lance Stroll out of this corner now. DRS enabled. But he's not quite close enough on this lap. So we'll have to zoom it forward. Go to the off-board shot. And now Stroll back within a second of the car in front, so that might have been his one and only chance to get past Stroll. And here he comes down the main straight. Let's see. Lando Norris, he may well try and go down the inside, and he does. That was a risky move. It's not quite made it this time. That brings Valtteri Bottas back into the fray. But Lando's still pushing hard here, trying to find any gap that Stroll gives him. In fact, he's managed to distract Stroll enough that Stroll has once again fallen out of that 1 second window. And now Lando is going to have another chance here with DRS. Is he going to go down the inside? No, not quite. Not quite. So 1.4 seconds is the lead for Lance Stroll over, or behind, sorry, Zhou Guanyu. Lando Norris now, surely, he's got to pull it out here, but just isn't, is he? Might have to give him the instruction. Actually, he's made it past somehow. Don't know how that's happened. I'd like to have seen a replay of that. Piastri's past Bottas now as well. You can see very quickly Norris has made it up behind Zhou Guanyu. Let's have a look at Piastri getting past Bottas.
Now just take a look at the McLaren.
And again, it's a very good part of the track. Let's have a little look at tyre selection. So Piastri actually on the same tyres as the people around him, but he has just made it past Lance Stroll as well, which is very, very important. So Norris now within 1 second.
McLaren gain a position
Of these cars in front. Piastri now needs to hold off Stroll for a little bit. Let's zoom it through. So Sainz currently leading this race. It's pretty good. We're gonna harvest with Norris.
And recharge on, recharge on.
Yeah, confirm.
I don't think he's going to have quite enough pace to get through without ARS, so let's save some up and go for it in a couple of laps. I'm hoping I'm wrong and he does just fly past, but there's an opportunity here because Tsunoda is on, or is a slower car. And now Piastri has caught up.
Okay, yeah, confirm.
So this is a great chance actually for Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri puts in the fastest lap of the race. A 1:11.8, which is sweet. Very sweet lap time. Now then. Can Norris throw it past Zhou Guanyu in one of these corners? This has been where we've been finding the advantage in this Grand Prix so far. It's through these cornery sections. Right then, here we go. Oh, this is a great move. This is a great move. It looked like it was going to be. Goes down the inside. Yes, great move on Zhou Guanyu there. And I think he's going to finish it off here on the exit. Nice. So back down to neutral now. And a chance to get past Yuki Tsunoda. And yeah, looks like he's going to fly past him. Tsunoda going to stay on that inside line. It looks like he's going to try. But I think Norris is going to have too much for him as he goes down the inside of the bank section. And now he's got to try and push on a little bit. Which Norris has been very good at so far. To be fair. Has been this pulling away and catching the next group of cars. That's exactly what he's done now. Gives his teammate Piastri something to work from now.
And recharge on is
up
okay,
into
please.
13th.
Yep.
Now Piastri is through on Zhou Guanyu. Now trying to get through on Yuki Tsunoda. Not managed it yet. But is now through. See how quickly Piastri pulls away. Well, McLaren is very, very quick, isn't it? Yeah, just another lap or so of this. Would be quite nice. Two more laps until
Confirm.
the pit window opens, but he's going to have a little look at George Russell here in that Mercedes car. Oh, that is an awesome move. And he's now got a great run on the Ferrari as well of Charles Leclerc.
Nice job, mate. Nice job.
And he's trying to have a little look here. Is he going to go down the inside? He is, you know.
McLaren with a great
Oh,
overtake.
very close. Very close. And now jostling for position. All very, very positive. Up to 12th place in this first stint. And you would think an undercut definitely on for Lando Norris. So I'm actually going to attack a little bit here.
Stay close.
I'm going to come in a little bit early with Norris. So we're going to use as much of the tyres as we can as he goes down the inside of Charles Leclerc. And we're going to come into the pits on this lap. I'm going to go onto the medium tyres.
And we're box this lap.
Yeah, confirm. Happy to box at the end.
And he's going to give it absolutely everything. And then, on the new tyres, in clean air, he'll hopefully be in a place where he can undercut all of these guys, probably all the way up to I'm looking at maybe Ocon. Realistically, I think he'll be able to do that. As long as he doesn't make any mistakes. So, here we go then. Lando Norris
Just be careful with this tyre.
Yeah, confirm.
is going to be coming into the pits on this lap. Lap 19. A few laps earlier than he'd planned, but his pit window is open. So here he comes.
Yep.
And Piastri's
okay,
still
understood.
out there on the one
And
stop,
just
remember.
use the pit limiter in the pit lane.
Lando's away. So he'd like to come out in front of those two. He's not going to manage that. But should easily make it past them. He's on such newer tyres. And it should be a fairly straightforward battle for him as, well, here goes Piastri down the inside of George Russell now. And remember, Piastri is on the medium tyres here.
That's it.
So I'll tell you what, this new engine, pretty rapid. By the looks of
McLaren
things.
gain a position.
So we will see where Piastri can end up once all of this is shaken out. You know, keep an eye on Norris's pace because he is going to absolutely fly up towards the back of Piastri and the back of Gasly and Gio. Yeah, some other people are coming into the pits now. Lando will be miles ahead of them, and there you go. And that's an undercut for you. Yeah, I think overtake definitely required. He's going to have to get past these quickly and efficiently. And there we go. He does get past very easily in the end there. Yeah, should get past Tsunoda, and there he is through. So Piastri up in 12th. He's not going to be a million miles away from his pit window. So that'll be another question later down the line of when do we bring him in. But Norris doing a great job out there. Great pace. I'm actually considering just easing off with him a little bit. Let's get him some charge. He is massively quicker than those guys in front at the moment. Let's not catch them too quickly.
McLaren with a great overtake.
Piastri past Leclerc now. And I wonder if we should attack with Piastri and get him in on the undercut as well. So let's stay with Piastri. Norris, by the way, is still battling.
So we're happy to let these tyres cool a bit.
Copy.
Pretty good, isn't it?
You know, nice job.
Now then, Oscar Piastri. Will he try and get past Daniel Ricciardo here? He is having a little look here, and he may well try and go round the outside. Not this time. Yep, no, that's fine. Right. We'll standard for him.
Back off.
Copy.
We know some people are going to be coming into the pits.
Yeah, that was a good job.
Ah, that's annoying.
Entry.
We should have probably delayed it a lap with Piastri then. Tried the overcut, but it's one of those things, isn't it? Piastri has been released. Where is he? Oh, it looks like he's come out ahead of the Ferrari. Obviously, he's still behind Verstappen, but that's pretty good for Oscar. And he's come out. And yeah, Norris now up in 4th place. That is pretty unbelievable, isn't it? As I said, he would probably get all the way up to and including Ocon. He's miles ahead of Ocon. This is a huge undercut from Lando. And he has shown how quick this McLaren car is. And could he really win the race from here? You know, there's not a lot stopping him. There really isn't. We'll kind of leave Piastri alone for a little bit. We might actually build up some reserves for him.
All okay on fuel, so you can do what you want for speed.
So, Lando Norris closing in on the leaders as it stands. So Sebastian Vettel leads this race. Magnussen is in P2. They're coming into the pits now, and there you go. Norris has undercut up to the leaders. That's huge. So Lando Norris actually now leads this Dutch Grand Prix and is building a lead. He's not losing it, he's building it. Obviously, he has to come into the pits again. Everybody else, I think, has gone for the conventional one stop. But Lando can push a bit harder. He's going to have fresh, soft tyres at the end of this race. He's going to be in a great position, you know, is Lando. Gonna have to go balanced on his fuel, though. Piastri, meanwhile, in 14th position. There's still a few to come into the pits yet that haven't been in. Those medium tyre runners from the start, so Piastri currently on the back end of the top 10. And once we give him a little bit more license to push, he should be in that sort of position. So Norris leads the race, nearly 5 seconds ahead of Kevin Magnussen now. Vettel is in there as well. Sainz. Oh, and Piastri's passed Verstappen at his home Grand Prix. Look at that, he just went round the outside. Wow, flew past him. So Oscar Piastri now up into 13th. I'm expecting to see some pit stops fairly shortly. Norris not far away from that moment. Of course, because he came in a little bit earlier, we're going to have to perhaps take these medium tyres just a little bit longer. And it's going to be the same for Piastri. Norris now starting to lose a little bit of time to the Alpines. I'm going to go aggressive on the tyres until come into the pits. And there you go, fastest lap of the race for Lando Norris. Wow. On very old tyres. Now with
So use energy.
Oscar. I want to see if he can get past these guys now. And there you go, straight away we put overtake mode on and he has passed Theo Pourchaire.
We have low batteries.
Copy.
Right, let's get it emptied or charged up again. Sorry, not emptied.
And McLaren with a great overtake.
We just need to charge up.
Yeah, I
Copy.
think Norris can afford to go a couple more laps on these medium tyres. Still pulling out time to the cars behind. And the more he can keep doing that, the better position he's going to be in
Red Bull
on those
moved
soft
up.
tyres. Right then, let's see if we can get past these two guys. Not quite, not this lap. But Piastri in 10th at the moment. This is going to be a chance on the Ferrari. And he flies down the inside. That is awesome. Alright, here we go then. Here comes Lando Norris. He's going to be coming into the pits. Where is he going to come
Just
out?
be careful with this tyre.
Where is he going to come out?
Yeah, confirm.
Comes into the pit lane.
Landing for lane.
Okay, understood.
By my reckoning, he's going to come out possibly ahead of Esteban Ocon in 5th place. There goes Ocon. Lando Norris on the power now. Ocon goes through. So he's just behind Esteban Ocon. So he's got 19 laps on soft tyres to make up about 15 seconds to win this Grand Prix, which would be absolutely awesome. So that's going to be a battle that we want to witness. We've also got Piastri and Verstappen. A little bit lower down the order. But yeah, that call to bring Norris in early could well win us this Grand Prix unbelievably. And here goes Lando Norris then. And he's easily through. Going to push the
Doing a good job
engine
so
as
far.
well. And here comes Piastri down the inside of the other Red Bull, Max Verstappen.
McLaren gain a position.
Doesn't fully get the job done. We'll see if we can use some overtake on him then. He pulls to the outside, he's got DRS.
We need to charge in.
Oh, not quite.
Copy.
Might have to charge up a little bit before a late push. But yeah, we can zoom it through a little bit now. So Norris starting to catch Lewis Hamilton. .7 now the gap. So it's Noah's Ark, it's the two Alpines, then the two Aston Martins, and the McLaren of Lando Norris absolutely pelting it towards Lewis Hamilton. He's now within the 1 second window.
Copy.
Piastri right behind Max Verstappen now. I'm going to go aggressive with him
Can use energy.
to try and get past
Copy.
Max Verstappen. And not only past him, but
Just need to push
on
now.
to the next
Copy.
one, which is Alex Albon. So now, this is an interesting situation for Lando Norris. He's on much quicker tyres, but how does he get past two Aston Martins? He's only 5.6 behind the leader, and there's 14 laps to go. but we'll see here. He's going to get a better exit out of this corner. Yep, I think we're going to have to use some overtake. Piastri is past Max Verstappen, by the way.
Overtake button available.
Yep, confirm.
And here he goes. So Hamilton's going to try and get past Sainz. But doesn't manage that. Meanwhile, Piastri trying to defend from Verstappen. Looks like he's done a bloomin' good job. What a couple of laps he's had. And Piastri now more than a second ahead.
McLaren with a great overtake.
And hopefully he can go and catch up
We can
to
take a look now. Now just take a look at the McLaren.
Alex Albon, and here comes Lando Norris. He managed to get past Sainz in all of that. So Lando Norris is on the podium, and he's 4.6 seconds behind Sebastian Vettel and Kevin Magnussen now. "12 laps to go. We still haven't had a safety car just yet." I'll tell you what, look at Piastri. He is lapping very, very well as well. So let's zoom it through. Norris is going to fairly quickly catch up to the front two. Piastri is going to catch up to the back of Alex Albon. You would think. And here is Lando Norris, by the way. Look at this. He is right on the back of Kevin Magnussen. Magnussen is going to try and get past Sebastian Vettel. Can Norris follow him through? No, he's been wise to be patient here. Let them two fight it out. Yeah, Piastri's going to need to look after his engine
Some
a bit
lift and
here.
coast will help that.
Okay.
We're not okay on fuel.
Yep.
Piastri now within 2.4 of Alex Albon, but don't know how much further he's going to get. So here we go then. Norris again, and I think it might be time to bring out the big guns.
We can use overtake.
Confirm.
Let's get him past now and hang on to it. So here we go, overtake in use. Oh, he just can't quite manage it for now. It's so tough trying to overtake two cars. But he is having a look. Oh, and he goes round the outside of the bank. Wow. What an overtake that is from Lando Norris. And now he's right on the back of Sebastian Vettel. And although Vettel will try to hold him off here,
Gain a position.
I don't think he's going to have much luck once we put overtake into play. And there we go, he swings to the outside and he flies through Sebastian Vettel. Nothing he can do. Lando Norris back into the lead of this Grand Prix, and unbelievably, from the back of the grid, he is going to win this Grand Prix fairly comfortably in the end. He's got 7 laps to spare, and he's still bombing away. By far the fastest man out there. And well, Piastri 2.5 behind Albon, 2.1 ahead of Max Verstappen. He's probably not going to reach the back of Albon by the end of this Grand Prix. But his tyres might die. You can see Max Verstappen definitely closing in on Oscar here. But probably not by enough to pass him by the end of this race if Oscar can just continue to stay ahead of that DRS window. It's been an excellent race from Albon. He's up in 7th, and obviously Ricciardo has had an excellent season as well. So Alfa Romeo in a good position overall. And here we go then, the last lap of the Grand Prix. And we might as well attack.
Use everything from the tyres, use everything.
Copy.
With Oscar Piastri. He is going to have to conserve the fuel though.
Copy.
There's no doubt about that. Oh, he's not going to make it. And here comes Max Verstappen. He has got DRS. And look how much closer he is. Lando Norris, just not a care in the world for him. He's had a brilliant Grand Prix. He's got to win this Grand Prix by 9 seconds. He has dominated proceedings from the back of the grid. He's been unbelievable. Piastri's done a fabulous job as well. He's going to be in the top 10 despite starting from the back of the grid as well. And there you go, Lando Norris has won here in Holland. Brilliant Grand Prix for Lando Norris, and he has won. Now then, is Piastri going to make it? I don't think he's going to have much to defend with here. We will try. He comes around the final corner, and I think he can put it into balanced up to the line here. Here comes Oscar Piastri over the line.
Low battery.
Oh, and he just got pipped at the post there as he runs out of fuel. Well, at least he finished 9th. But, very, very good. But you can see the cars don't like it, do they? And, well, unless that's another car that's run out of fuel.
Stop, lift and coast.
Yep.
And actually, there's been a red flag. Which obviously the race is finished. I don't know what's going to happen here. Obviously Lando's going to win it. Have we glitched?
Lando Norris can be proud. What a fantastic performance from him.
Oscar Piastri finishing in the last completed lap in 7th place. That will be hilarious if that has happened. But yes, Lando Norris wins ahead of Sebastian Vettel and Kevin Magnussen. Alpine do definitely have what I think is the fastest car on the grid. Aston Martin are up there as well. But Lando Norris is the man performing.
After such a fabulous drive here today, it's no surprise to see this man land on the podium. A lovely occasion as we see all three drivers clearly relishing their moments on the podium. McLaren have shown some serious chops here. A good result for the team from Surrey.
This was an extremely convincing race for them. They're one impressive team, and they deserve to celebrate this properly.
After an intense weekend, the team ends in first place in the constructor standings.
We now look ahead to the next round in Monza in Italy. The Temple of Speed is waiting, and the teams will be ready and raring to go.
Very good, and well, no, it didn't quite turn out the way we thought. Oscar Piastri does still finish in 9th. And yeah, there you go. That is a brilliant race result for Lando Norris. 18 positions gained in the Grand Prix. He had fastest lap as well by more than a second. It's just ridiculously good from Lando, and he extends his championship lead now to 73 points over Lewis Hamilton there in second. The 8-time world champion, of course, and defending world champion. Carlos Sainz is there in third. Kevin Magnussen in fourth, ahead of Verstappen, who's now dropped down to fifth. Oscar Piastri maintains sixth position in the drivers. Into the constructors then, and we are now 42 points ahead of Aston Martin, in a very good place, but it is going to be an almighty fight from now until the end of the season. Of course, we're not developing our car, which means our car will only go backwards from now until the end of the year. But Lando Norris, what a Grand Prix, gets a dev point. Oscar Piastri did very well as well. Nothing for Logan Sargent this time round. £5.7 million profit in the kitty. And there you go, research complete on our front wing, and next year's car will begin to take shape as we head towards the final few stages of this Grand Prix season. We are taking on the Italian Grand Prix next time. I'm looking forward to that. But what an awesome job from Lando Norris, from last to first. And hopefully we can continue that form next time out at the Temple of Speed Monza. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.